Hey guys, sorry I was serving a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know, ladies, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but yeah, today's video we're going to be talking about my first week of high school. Spoiler alert, it's nothing like High School Musical. Anyways, but like, wait a second, but let's give a moment for my hair, because my hair's low-key serving today, which is not all the time, especially during school, because the first week we only went to school for 3 days, but I'm gonna count it as a week because it felt like a week. But that first week of school my hair was not serving. It was very much frizzy. It looked homeless. I put my hair in braids, two braids, and I looked like Wendy's. So it didn't look good. But right now it's kind of serving. I don't play. Oh, I need to hit that. So, yeah, we are going to be talking about my first week of school. Yeah, I'm also watching all of the MCU, so and there's currently I have to watch 68 Marvel media, like shows and movies included, and I'm only on number 6 out of 60. I'm only on number 6 out of 68. But yeah, I'm watching Thor. Anyways, first week of school. What can I say? One word to describe it was new. It was definitely a new experience. My granny called. She said, "Travis, you worked hard. I'm worried you'll forget about me." Oh yeah, I watched the new Fantastic Four movie. It was good. It was good. Go watch it. One word to describe it would definitely be new. It was definitely a new experience, and I did get lost. But yeah. So it was nothing like High School Musical at all. Nobody was singing, nobody was dancing. It's not a good experience. It's already not off to a good start. But so we're gonna talk about first period first. I'm gonna go in order. First period, my teacher, he seems pretty cool. Some of my friends that are like a grade above me said that he's cool, but like he gives a lot of work, and there's just some things about him that aren't the best. So I'm a little scared for that. But from my experience for the first week of school, 3 days, it was also, when I'm talking about this, it's gonna be like overall. I'm not gonna like do like, oh, the first date, but it was overall like. But yeah, he seemed pretty chill. One day I walked in the classroom and it was completely dark, and he had like the lights, and I was like, because it was my first period, and before, all my first period teachers had these bright ass like hospital lights, and I'd be blinded and half asleep because I wake up like 30 minutes before I have to be out the door, so like I'm like still half asleep. But yeah, so everything was pretty cool and chill, but I do have a writing assignment. He assigned a writing assignment on Friday, and he said we could finish it like next week, but yeah, I already have a writing assignment. I know some kids in that class, but it's mostly because like they went to my school last year, and I kind of like saw them in the halls and everything, so I kind of know them. But I don't really have like any friends in that class. I just have this one girl that I think I went to elementary school with her, and me and her kind of like sticking together because we're like the only people that like. And when I say like friends in that class, I mean like when I say, oh, let me start over. When I say friends in that class, I mean like people I could actually sit next to and talk to, and like you know what I mean. But there's kids I do know in that class, but we're not like friends. Does that make sense? I don't want to sound like rude, like, oh, they're not my friend. No, it's just like I'm not close with them. Basically, that's what I mean. So yeah, but I also have second period with her, and second period's PE the first 3 days, and usually like the first few weeks of school in PE you don't really do anything. Yeah, I have second period PE. You don't really do anything. So we were kind of just sitting there. My teacher, she seems pretty cool. She seems chill. Like, she doesn't really like care. She was like, you guys can go on your phones, but when I'm talking, just put them away. So she seemed pretty cool. But we didn't really do anything. But on Friday, we did go to like the theater at our school, and we watched a movie in there. They were playing Jumanji. We didn't really do anything, and I need to bring money to buy PE clothes because I don't have any. Third period is Avid. Honestly, I didn't even sign up for Avid. When I was in school last year, I wanted to do like drama or TV production or something like that, and they were like, we're interviewing kids for Avid, and I was like, oh, I don't really know if I want to join Avid. I kind of had other plans for my electives, and they were like, oh, let's interview you, like it's fine, like if you don't like it then you can like drop it and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, but I don't really want to. And they're like, just do it, just let us interview. And so they interviewed me, and then they said I was in like on the spot, like I like checked all the boxes, I guess, and they were like, oh, you're an Avid. And I was like, I wanted to do TV production or like drama, and they put me in Avid. But so far it's not like sorry. It's not like hard at all. We haven't really been doing anything because it's the first 3 days of school. We kind of just were working on like a pennant, like, you know, like the ones for college. And yeah, we're just doing that. And then I need to get, this weekend, I need to get dividers for my binder, because we have to do binder checks and all that stuff. If you guys been in Avid, then you already like kind of know, but this is my first year in Avid. I've never been in Avid, but it seems pretty cool. I feel like I've been in ASB. I've like 6th grade and 7th grade I was in ASB, and it seems kind of like similar in the sense like of doing like the fundraisers and like the extra stuff. But yeah, it seems like I feel like it's gonna be fun. And I do have a friend in that class. I sit next to him, and I know some other kids in that class too. So I do have a friend in third period, second period, and first period. But yeah, that's all I can really say about Avid right now. Fourth period is, what's my fourth period? Oh, it's Spanish. So fourth period is my Spanish. Wait, fourth period is Spanish, and my teacher, she seems really nice. She's very outgoing, I guess. Like, she has a piano in her class, and she plays the piano like when we come in, and before we leave she plays the piano, and she has like a welcome song and a goodbye song. And yeah, but she seems really nice, and she doesn't, in that class, she like doesn't expect you to be like shy. Like on the first day, she was like, okay, everybody get up, and you're gonna turn to someone and you're gonna say, hi, how are you, in Spanish. And I was like, I don't know in that class, I don't know anyone. I do know some kids that, like, there's like 2 kids that went to my school last year, but I'm not like close with them, and so I don't know anybody in that class. And I was like, what the fuck do we do? And I know I seem like on my YouTube channels and when I'm around my friends and stuff like that, I seem like an outgoing person, but I am actually like very shy. When I don't know anybody or I'm in public, I'm actually very shy and have like social anxiety. And so I was like, what the fuck do I do? But like there was a girl in front of me, and she seems really nice, and we were kind of like laughing, like, you know, like when you don't, how can I put this? this. You know when you get paired up with someone you don't know in class and your teacher's like, okay, check each other's work, and you kind of just get like that nod like, oh yeah, I got the same thing. It was kind of like that. And so we're kind of just like doing what the teacher said. But yeah. Also, there's something new. Okay, I've been in a combo class. Like when I was in first grade, I was in a combo class where it was first graders and second graders. But this year, there's sophomores, there's freshmen, and there's like a senior in that class. And I was like when I walked in, the senior that's in that class has been absent, so I didn't really see them. I think it's a girl. But yeah, so I thought everybody in there was freshmen like me, and I was like, okay, not too bad. And then they gave us a worksheet, and like it's like those icebreaker worksheets where you go around and you have to see if someone qualifies for like the sentence or like whatever it applies to. And it was like find someone who's a freshman, find someone who's a junior, find someone who's a sophomore, find someone who's a senior. And I was like, why is this on this paper? And then she was like, okay, raise your hand, because nobody really like found anyone. So she's like, raise your hand if you're a sophomore. And there was like 3 kids that raised their hands. So I thought these kids were freshmen. You're telling me there's sophomores in this class? But yeah, that's my take on my 4th period. 5th period. I just gotta take a breather for this. 5th period, it's science. And my friend that's in a grade above me, he was like, whoo, good luck with her. I thought he was joking around until I walked in, and as soon as I sat down, she came in the class. All of you guys are failing at life. You guys are failing my class. You guys are not paying attention. And I was like, what the fuck did I do? But yeah, so I walked, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. I walked in and I was like, oh, I'm a little nervous because my friend's saying that she's like, she's a character, all right. And I walked in the class, and I do have a friend in that class too. And I was like, oh, do you just want to sit next to each other? Because like we're the only people that like we know in the class. And he's like, yeah. So we sat next to each other, and when we walked in, she gave us a paper, and I just sat down, and literally I just sat down. As soon as she walked in, like not even like 2 seconds later, she walked in, and she was like, none of you guys are where you're supposed to be. You guys are already failing. I gave you guys a paper and none of you read it. You guys are already failing at life. And I was like, what did I do? And so I read the paper real quick, and it says, go to the bookshelf, find like your name on a list, and the number you get on the list is like where you sit. And I was like, it's the first day and I'm already failing this class. And she was saying I'm already failing at life. I don't know how I'm gonna survive. But yeah, she was like, yeah, like, but she's like, she's low-key bipolar, because she was yelling at everybody, and then 5 seconds later she was like, I'll give you guys some grace, it's the first day, and the other kids already failed like that part too. And I was like, I'm scared of her. And now I gotta get a freaking composition notebook, because she's like, it's required by Monday, and if you don't bring it and give it to me or show me that you have it, you're getting an F in this class. And I was like, in that class, I'm scared, I have anxiety, I need to get a composition notebook. No, like it's actually bad. Like, and then so on the worksheet, on the worksheet we have to like answer the questions. And as soon as she was like yelling at everybody, I was like, oh shit, I gotta lock in. And so I was doing everything as fast as I could. I was answering all the questions. I was shaking, like I couldn't read the sign because we had to like look for a poster in the classroom and like copy down what it said. And I couldn't read it because I was in the front, but I couldn't see the poster. I was squinting like this. I was like, and then she was like, if you need to get up, you can get up. And I was like, I don't want to get up. But I got up and I started writing what it said, and I like ran back to my seat, and luckily I finished. And also she was like, every single assignment I give you is due by the end of the period. Always expect that it's due at the end of the period, and you can't take it home or else it's a 0. And I was like, so that's why I was like rushing. I was rushing everything. My writing was like sloppy, but I ended up getting through, and I actually got a good grade like the next day. But yeah, the next day it was like the same worksheet, or it was like a similar worksheet, and I was trying to do it, and I just had a stroke right there. But I was like trying to get through it, and then one of the questions was like, open your computer and go on this app. And so I went on there, and my computer was taking forever to load, and I was like sitting like this, and or wait, how was I? Oh, I was like this, like wait, with my hand on like the keyboard, and it was taking forever, and I was like, bro, this shit's taking forever. And I saw myself, and my hand was literally shaking, like it was like this, and I was like, like, this bitch has me shaking that I'm not gonna finish this and I'm gonna get an F. And I have like my anxiety is like through the roof in that class because I'm scared I'm not gonna finish and I'm gonna get a 0 and I'm gonna fail, and then I'm gonna need to go to like summer school or night school. Like I'm gonna like my stress, I'm gonna get gray hairs in that class. My stress levels are gonna be through the roof in that class. Now I gotta get this damn composition notebook or else I'm gonna get an F. I was barely like the second day and she's already having us do a bunch of work. I'm not gonna survive class. 6th period, my teacher is nice, but like there's also like another teacher in there. So like I have my main teacher, and then there's also like another teacher in there, and I don't know if it's like supposed to be like that or what, but that's just how it is. And so I'm taking IM1, which is just like freshman math, like regular math. But last year and all 3 years of middle school, I was in advanced math. So I'm basically redoing or relearning what I learned last year. And it's not that like I failed and I got held like back or anything. Like I could have gone to do IM2, but I chose to do IM1 because last year I was stressing out in math and I was not trying to go through that stress again. And my thinking was like, I said this to everybody and it's like annoying me that I keep saying it, but I'm gonna say it again. And my thinking is like, I'd rather be ahead in a regular class than behind in an advanced class. Like, does that make sense? Bored out of my mind in that class. Like we were working with like these like T-charts, and we had these tiles, and we were like modeling like 2x plus 3 equals what, or 2x plus 3 equals like 9 and stuff like that. And we were modeling that, and I was like doing it, and it's like it's like really boring. Like to me at least, it's boring. Like I honestly rather be doing like a worksheet of problems. Like that's how boring it is to me. And like we go in groups like every day. Like they give us like a number and we go in the groups, and I'm the person in the group that gets things done. Like that sounds like I'm like one of those teacher pet kids. No, but I just like, since I already know what to do, I kind of just do it easily. And they're like, oh, you already got it, now do another one. And they're like, let someone else do it. And I'm like, okay, do it. And to like one of my group members, and then they're like I know they are bored too, and like they don't want to do it, because that's how I was last year. Like last year I was just like standing there and stuff, so I'd like tell them like, oh, you could just do that. But it's like really boring, like, and it's also like the last period of the day, so I'm like sleeping, like not sleeping, but like I'm tired. And like also with this heat, I hate it when it's so hot and I have to go to school, and so I'm like sweating, I'm tired, I want to go home, and I like basically starved all day, because I'm gonna get to that in a second. But yeah, it's just really boring, and I'm kind of like, I'm regretting that I didn't go to IM2, but I'm also know that if I were to go to IM2, I was gonna regret my choice of not picking regular math, because I was like, shit, I don't know how to do any of this. But I'm just gonna wait till like we do something that's like actually, I'd rather do actual work, like a worksheet, than do those, because like it's boring. Lunch. I basically starve every day, because so they, instead of it being, because I guess before they would have like 2 lunch periods, like an A lunch and a B lunch, and this year, the year I'm going there, they decided to merge all the lunches together, which I guess is a good thing, because like then I get to sit with my friends and all that stuff. But I only have like 2 friends in that school that I can sit with at lunch. But yeah. Also, wait, I didn't even get to say, me and Issa, we're at the same school, because Janessa and Carly and Kalani are at a different school, but me and Issa have no classes together at all, so I don't even get to see her till lunch. and I basically starve at lunch because since it's all 4 grades packed into one like lunch period, and so there's seniors, juniors, and sophomores that are already in the cafeteria and they all have their spots already, and I'm like waiting in the sun and I can't even get lunch. It took me 30 minutes to get lunch and I only have like 35 minutes of lunch, so I basically just starve all day. And I'm overstimulated because it's hot outside and there's nowhere for me to sit because the cafeteria is full and everybody already has their like little lunch spots that are like designated to them. So I'm just standing there in the sun, and y'all know I'm pale, I'm white. So I'm not white, I'm Mexican. And I get red easily. Look, I'm getting red right now because it's hot in my room. So I'm standing out there, I'm turning into tomato. I miss my friends. I miss Janessa. I miss Carly. I miss Kalani. I miss everyone. All my friends that are from last year. Because like last year, I feel like last year was probably one of my best years. Like, I think, I don't know why, but like towards the end of like the school period, because you know how in elementary school it goes to like kindergarten to 5th grade, and then 6th grade to 8th grade, and then freshman to senior. But like each ending year has always been like my best year. Like in 5th grade was probably the best out of all my elementary school years. 8th grade was the best out of all my middle school years. And yeah, now I'm starting all over again. But like last year in every single one of my classes I had friends, and like multiple friends. I miss when my whole gang was together. Like, and then lunch, oh my gosh, last year I would literally laugh every day, every period. I would always be laughing and there'd always be like a smile on my face. And then now I'm going to school and I'm just like serious, like I need my girls, I need to laugh. I haven't had a good laugh since like last school year. Why did my voice turn like that? But I miss my friends. I miss Carly. I miss Kalani. I miss Janessa. I even miss Issa. Even though we're at the same school, I don't have her in any of my classes. I miss her too. I miss all my friends from last year. All my friends are like the funniest people ever. Funniest people I've ever met. And so she would have me dying. I would literally be dying laughing, almost peeing myself. Same thing in 4th period. Me and Carly's 4th period teacher had like something against us or something, because we were always on like opposite sides of the room. There was only a couple times where we were like near each other, and she would make me freaking laugh from across the room. Like I just miss them. And now I don't really have anybody in my classes, and like in like the classes I do have friends with, we don't sit near each other. Like in 2nd period, because we don't really have like assigned seats yet, me and my friend sit next to each other. 1st period, she sits on like all the way on the other side of the room. 3rd period, me and my friend, we sit next to each other, but on I think Monday they're gonna make like a seating chart, so I don't even know if we're gonna sit next to each other then. And then 4th period I have with my friend too. We tried sitting next to each other on the first day, but y'all know what happened. So now he sits like in front of me and I sit in the very back. And yeah, no, and like in those classes, like I guess 3rd period I could like be laughing, but 5th period there's no chance I could be caught laughing in that class, or she'll send me to the office for laughing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and comment how your guys' first week went. Yeah, let me know. Did you guys like it? Do you guys have classes with your friends? If you guys have classes with your friends, make sure you guys get some good laughs for me in my honor. But yeah, also comment down if you like this new angle, because I got a new like little phone stand. Obviously it's not working right because my phone keeps falling, but let me know if you guys like this angle. Also, let me know if you guys like these type of videos, like of me just talking, or do you guys want something else? Do you guys want my friends back in the videos? But yeah, make sure you guys comment, because none of you guys are commenting. It's a little rude. Watch this video, get no comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.